Hey, welcome to my tube. Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilcum empath, and I just like to do these little talks on how I feel about things. I'm a clarier. I've been studying esoteric knowledge my whole life. I grew up in Northern California, close to my heart, Mount Shasta, the Earth's first chakra. I've been learning about energy my whole life, one way or another, whether it's touching an electric fence or sticking tweezers in the electric socket, or I don't know. I got all kinds of examples. I got over 500 videos explaining. So feel free to visit my historical library of oopsies. Anyway, I feel good. I got up early. I beat Mom up early today. Usually, the last 2 days she's been beating me up. Waking up before me, not beating me up. That don't sound right. Clarification is key to harmony. Anyway, I started off my day walking down memory lane. I saw one of those what happened on this day in history articles, so I kind of went with it, and where I was, if I was alive, at that time. Just stuff like Florida was readmitted in 1868 to the Union. See, what people got to realize, once you start learning astrology, you'll see patterns, and there's a spectrum of good and bad in every situation. Dark, light. It's just one solid. It's not. No situation is all good, and no situation is all bad. Just like you can't verify that anything is 100% true or 100% false. It's what aligns with you. People are starting to listen to themselves over others today, so that's cool. I've been drinking this creamer. It makes me runny. It has all the chemicals in it, but it tastes so good. It's one of my last vices. What am I going to do? Cinnamon coffee mate. Cinnamon vanilla. But I can't taste the vanilla much. Anyway, in 1876, on this date, Battle of Little Bighorn takes place. That one is near and dear to my heart. See, it was 100 years before the nation was signed into agreement that, United States of America. And agreements went out of control, and people got greedy, and men, when they stop seeing parts of themselves, they start acting weird. Their bellies get big, and their, their blessings spoil them. They get gluttony, and women do it too. But it's just the only reason why I'm talking about men in this situation is because them are the only ones that are allowed to tend to the special businesses. Women weren't. So all this mess we're in, it's because of them. Heck, us women weren't even allowed to vote in the last 50, 60 years. So it ain't us women. This one's on you men. I don't hate you for it, because I've lived incarnations where I've been the man too. The dominator, the destroyer, the my way or the highway. Listen to me. Don't you know who I am? Blah, 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 blah. And all that misogynistic patriarchy is just, it's like that. It's kind of interesting that the Dark Crystal is the remake or the prequel or whatever is coming out soon. Because that's what that paradigm reminds me of, is in the original, when that big old bully was all stripped away and it was just this little frickin' of a bird, decrepit little, like, you ain't so tough in the end, It doesn't have to end up like that. People can say sorry first, like the mayor in Shreveport, Louisiana. Sam Cooke is favorite musicians ever of all time, top 3. Sam Cooke, shot down at 34. Story's tragic, but he got his justice because he wasn't allowed 50 years ago. That ain't that long ago. 67, 1970. I was only 6 years before I was born. I know they still have separate parks down there, so you ain't gonna fool me, but that's all getting washed away, literally and figuratively. Anyway, the mayor invited Sam Cooke's daughter to the town and offered them a key because he visited their town in frickin' 50 years ago, and the Holiday Inn turned him away because of the color of his skin. He's Sam Cooke, one of the most frickin' beautiful voices ever made that I've ever heard, you know. And Cupid, it's like my favorite song ever of all time. And they invited his daughter to come visit and give him the key to the city, and said, "We're sorry, you know, we can't have a better future if we can't clean up our past." And that's how I know the world's getting better. That's how I know, because I see stuff like that, you know. Then we're reminded, you know, in Days of History, Battle of the Bighorn, that was 100 years after. I don't even want to talk about it. It's not really. 1942, Eisenhower assumes command of the U.S. troops, and they've been freaking making fake wars all these military engagements. Someone put out an ad about how much military spending, how much the military in the United States spends on freaking arsenals, and it's $600 billion. Yeah, so why are there any homeless people? It's just so freaking imbalanced. It's so imbalanced. People are just making up numbers at this point. All the money that they say is on this planet is not backed by anything. And I mean that literally, because the people that have it, they are freaking lacking content. Yeah, because people that are spiritual, and are the existence that we're living in this incarnation, they don't care about money. Heck, most of us that are like of freaking higher in our belief system and our knowing, we haven't had a chance to have money. yeah. With college education, you know, our circumstances have been to make like, nope, freaking foul poverty, you know, because it's what you signed up for. Because I can't relate and have sympathy for people with nothing if I have never had nothing. Look at all the people that have it. There's also another article I read today they do to these polls on MSN. You know, it's like, should we start taxing the rich people yet? You know why it's not going to happen? Because the politicians are the rich people, and they aren't going to take money out of their own pocket. No, they're the ones making freaking 140. Who needs that much money? It doesn't make any sense. That is a huge imbalance. All people need is freaking air to breathe, clean water to drink, and some food to eat. And a place that they can freaking get out of the weather and out of the freaking softball, golf ball, sci-fi, the new hail of the new world. You know, when are they going to start freaking spraying these automobiles with freaking rhino tuff on the outside? How come they're not doing that stuff? Because, you know, golf saws, baseball, softball, that's your new hail. That's your new norm. This is our new norm. Where are all the modifications of, you know, I don't need to see freaking opportunities to go to Sedona for spiritual retreats. I already got all that. Or down to Peru for some ayahuasca. I did plenty of LSD, mushrooms. I did all that. That's all fluff. You people, kids are playing. Anyway. What else happened? 1950, North Korea invades the South. Okay. Day in history. First commercial color TV broadcast. That's kind of cool. I just am not a capitalist. Never have been. You know, I'm a granola eating hippie. I had some for dinner last night. Ooh, Our World. First live Glober satellite broadcast. Our World. Is it our world? Is it? Does it belong to all of us? I don't think this world belongs to all of us. I think we're like pets. Alien Ant Farm. Oh, this is the one near. It's kind of funny. In 1978, how many people don't know this? Gay or not. Gilbert Baker is the man who invented the rainbow flag. 1978 was flown for the first time, and I'm not big into gay pride. I'm not proud of who. Heck, I'm celibate by all intents and purposes, so celibate pride, you know? When I'm in a relationship, I guess I'm gay. When I'm not in a relationship, am I gay? You know? Anyway, I don't know. People just make up labels for everything. Let's see. Okay. So, to this guy, he already reinvented the wheel because the rainbow already exists. With 8 color stripes, each color having specific meaning. Hot pink, sex. Red, life. Orange, healing. Yellow, sunlight. Green, nature. Turquoise, magic, art. Indigo, serenity. Violet, spirit. Color represents the following. The designs of the flag has undergone several revisions, but guess what? Straight people like rainbows too. I got a t-shirt for you. If, that's something that you'd be into. I got so many ideas. I just don't know why nobody hired. I mean, I could be like freelance. Someone should just hire me or just pay my bills and I'll just keep freaking inventing stuff for you. But you gotta be of the light, because I don't do that dirty, dark, dirty. I don't. First Prime Minister of Canada or something on this day. Cobar Towers, more unnecessary. Just made up, why can't we all just get along? Let's not send $600 billion and we'll just do that. It's so weird. Respectable people do respectable things. Not like that artist, Dirty birds flock of the same flock. They flock together, and oh boy don't want to turn up his phone, get over his phone, because you might find out that he hangs out with bad guys. And the phone is, in a case of him protecting, or, proving himself innocent. So, that's funny. Nobility, what is that? What is that saying? Honor amongst thieves. Yeah, okay, whatever. I think that's about it. I'm kind of yammering. I think I said the stuff I wanted to say today. Focus on the positive. I'm going to end up on this. What do you want to call it? Manifestation or self-proclaimed prophecy or whatever your freaking background frame of reference is comfortable with, whatever you're aligned with. Here's the deal. What people focus on, they create. So if people are freaking like all doom and gloom and scared that there's going to be a war, or doom and gloom because California's, or doom and gloom for whatever reason, you're going to create that reality. That reality is going to manifest itself in your life in some kind of way. Maybe not exactly how you picture it, but in some kind of way, because you have that fear of vibration. And when you maintain it's like a tuning fork. It's like how people tune pianos. They hit a key and they hit a tuning fork and they match it. It's that vibration. Like attracts like. So whatever you do, whether you believe yourself or not, just tell yourself how freaking wonderful everything is. Write a gratitude list. When you are grateful for a roof over your head, food in your belly, security within yourself, that's all you need. You have nothing else to fear. Stop believing people when they tell you you're scared. It's like when my mom, when I was growing up as a kid, she used to make me put a coat on because she was cold and I always run hot. So, I'm going to end on that. Welcome to the new subscribers. Hope you have a rad day. And, no, I was going to talk about Mike's, this is going to be a long one, the eclipse, 2017, 2 years ago. I live in Salem, Oregon. I got freaking rad shots of the eclipse 2 years ago. I was battling my demons. I was deep in the depth of battling my demons during that time. I had started drinking after 14 years of sobriety, and I went down to resolve some hurts and some vibrations that I hadn't dealt with yet. And in order to get there, I did it through drinking. So that day is when I started to lighten up. When I started to realize that, slowly but surely, that it's the absence of things which makes me whole. It's the absence of needing to be accepted that makes me whole. It's the absence of hate and fear that frees me up. Kind of like an air conditioner that removes the heat. It doesn't cool the air, it takes the heat out. But anyway, so I had been drinking the night before, and it was the neighbor who ran me across the street because eclipses aren't good for animals and older people. So I know I did a video when I talked about it before, but you know, the energy of the eclipse are to be felt by the whole entire world, not just the people that see it. And the significance of that eclipse was, well, it traveled through 12 states named of 12 saints, you know. I mean, that was the beginning of the great healing for this nation. You know, the thing is people will do things that harm themselves because it feels good. Look how many people drink. Take the edge off. You know, people eat a lot of candy. I eat candy to settle you know, that's my, you know, and I drink coffee with vanilla cinnamon creamer in it. But anyway, that's all I got for today. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.